Yay.
Yeah, I lost 150.
All right. Welcome to a game of 5th edition D&D. I'm Alex Newton. I will be your dungeon master for this evening. And let's just jump right into things with introducing our characters. And let's start with Caius, and we'll go left to right on my screen.
So I'm playing I'm Caius, and I'm playing Stoic Iron Skull, Hill Dwarf cleric of Ilmater, out to find the recipe for his clan's lost beer on which they made their fortune, Skullbuster. He's been trying to track down the missing ingredient, and he's also a disciple of the god of endurance and likes to see his friends pushed to their limits and beyond.
All right. Eric or Caradoc?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yes, I'm playing Caradoc, a Furbog druid, Circle of the Moon. Yeah, I mean, he's a badass with magic. He's a badass with summoning. He's a badass with beast forms. And he has a pet direwolf. I really don't know what more to say than that.
All right. Let's move on to Javier.
Oh, hello everyone. I'm Javier, and I will be playing Oral Soul Smile again, like last time. This tall, long, blonde-haired half of paladin, follower of Lathander. That's, well, being away, dealing with that monstrosity or whatever you can call it, and it's back in town to be surprised with quite some destruction happening on it afterwards. He's just trying to do his best to assist those wounded and affected in the aftermath.
All right. Jane?
Hi, my name is Joe Floyd, and I am playing Jane Philonor. She is a bard paladin, fresh-faced adventurer who went to college through a bunch of adventures, who went to her parents' bakery. After she graduated, she joined the guild and wanted to experience the adventures that she had read about her entire childhood.
All right. Hope?
I'm gonna play Hope, who is the warlock of the Undying. He's a tiefling. So he just got some new powers, and now he needs to get out and make some money. Because he needs to rebuild his empire.
All right. Remus?
Hey, my name's Sandra. I'm going to be playing Remus today. I'm unmuted. No, I'm not. I'm going to be playing Remus. He is a high elf fighter / ranger. He has recently gotten a little bit more stupid. He is kind-hearted, but yeah, he does some stupid things that are sometimes funny, sometimes really annoying. But I love him, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
And last but not least, Jebediah.
Hello, my name is Will. I'll be playing the half-drow tribesman Jebediah, who has currently set his mind to world domination mode.
All right. So, yeah. All right. So you guys are enjoying your own company at the UAG. Like Oral has kind of described, there was this apocalyptic scene about 4 days ago.
Sorry, Jeb, do you mind if I mute you? Because, like, the sound is, like, really... Thank you. Sorry.
So, there was an apocalyptic scene, and rumor has it that an archdevil had appeared in Festival Square, and it was screaming out for somebody's blood. And somebody answered its challenge and managed to defeat it and its two summons. But through the ensuing clash of magic and just raw power that the two possessed, it created fire and rain that, although some of it was seemed to be protected, some people believe it was the Wizards Guild work. Other parts of the city were not so lucky, and as well as many surrounding areas were still affected by the fire and the rain. And the festival square, as well as many structures nearby it, have been just completely destroyed and toppled. People that were near that area didn't make it. They all died, except for a couple who were pretty much buried under everyone else. And as you guys are kind of reminiscing about that and your previous adventure, you guys return home to try to comfort yourselves and figure out your next moves and what you plan on doing next. When Bolgar Bronze Beard, dwarven smith, master crafter, enters the store, and he has some traveling gear on. He looks like he's ready for a fight, and some of his arm, his hammer, has a little bit of blood on it, and he looks to everyone that's inside the guild, and he says, "Hear ye, hear ye. Come forward if you're willing to help an old dwarf and some young friends in need."
What did he just say?
Hear ye, hear ye.
Caradoc doesn't even hesitate. He is up and ponders, lumbers over. Boom, boom, boom.
Says even this big old forest dweller knows how to listen.
Well, I
no.
didn't understand. I heard you, but I didn't get it. Do you need help?
But what are you doing here, Boulder? Is something worrying you?
Says something's always worrying me, boy. I got a store to run. My son has disappeared, and well, my so-called apprentices have disappeared too.
Oh no,
Wannabe
that's
monster
terrible.
slayers. Yeah, and with the recent death of, well, hundreds of people, as far as they can count so far, I wouldn't want them on my list of things that and wound up dead recently.
Well, I don't know about anyone else, but I'll do what I can. What do you need help with?
See, after what happened, they heard of some rumors from some traveling gypsies. Of course, it's always traveling gypsies. Bloody bastards can't keep their mouths to themselves. But they heard some place in the woods, just north of here, actually, by that town up north called Mawson. Just to the west of it, there's some sort of tunnel that they took before, and it almost got them killed, but they said they saw something in there, and they wanted to go check it out now that they have more people. I haven't seen them in 3 weeks, and bloody hell, if they end up dead, I'll be doing a lot more drinking than I already am.
So you do need help.
Aye.
Huh. Okay, I'm in.
Remus, are we gonna go on another quest together? Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes, we are in. Maybe this time, just let me out of your sexual stuff with like tabaxi.
That was just a one-time deal.
Okay, yeah, that was like I didn't want to go into details, and unfortunately, Miss in the Morning told me everything about it. But I'm happy you're here. He's not, or the other way around. But together, I would kind of decline.
I get it.
Good to see you too.
So,
What it means
Caradoc
to
is
me,
going to
Dan.
ask Bronzebeard or whatever if is your shop still open? Do you still have any supplies that we can gather before we leave?
My shop's still open. I didn't build it like the pansies around my shop, but it's still standing, and it's still got its weapons and arms in it. You looking for anything particular?
Well, I have a +1 short sword that I need to trade, as well as a direwolf hide. And if you had a +1 scimitar or a +1 wooden shield, either one would be an improvement over what I have.
He says, I can do that. I can, I don't deal with magic, but I can get someone else to look into it, making it magical. As far as the sword can go, I can do the same thing for this scimitar. I'd have to make them both, of course, but I can make.
Well, and
them
I pull out my masterwork scimitar that he sold me. Could you enchant this?
I can do that. Well, as soon as you get back my apprentices, that is. I heard a lot of the professors from the Wizards Guild is kind of deserted it, and there's not too many wizards there anymore. Ralgar has been nearly burned to a crisp, and that other lad, he's too busy. Says he's preventing the entire city from exploding, but can't believe everything that's heard.
Stoic Iron Skull walks up looking paler than usual and tired, bags under his eyes. And he's got a very focused expression as he looks over at Bolgar. You said your apprentices, your followers, said they saw something in the tunnel. Did they say anything more than something?
He said something about blue lights, some sort of passageway. Didn't get much more than that. They were telling me about this crazy story about glowing goblins who managed to catch him off guard. Glowing goblins. I've heard everything now.
That's a lot more than just something. That's more useful. Glowing goblins, blue lights.
You sure you don't need a stiff drink, young lad?
Stiff.
Hope is walking in the field right now. And probably join the.
Well,
I don't-
by the way, I got a map for you lads, and he gives you his map, and it shows you where they had gone last, at least. And he says, this is where they said they were going. Of course, it's been a while, and who knows where they wound up. If you can bring back their bodies, I'd be most gracious. Even if they're dead, I'll pay for their revivals.
Will do. We'll see what we can do. So is everyone here going to come with us then? Jane says, looking around the small group of people.
Hell yeah.
I don't think we've met before, Jane. My name's Stoic, says the dwarf, introducing himself.
Jane will bust out with a very, very big smile, grabbing your hand with both of hers and be like, "Hi, I'm Jane Philinor. I'm new."
And he nods through the rest of them. Jeb. He hasn't met Hope either. He introduces himself to the tiefling with a slightly frosty nod.
Did we not meet before?
Have we? I don't think I've met Hope.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
Hope
was
is
only
just,
missed in the morning.
yeah, Hope is gonna put his hand out and say, "Nice to meet you."
He says, "Nice to meet you," with his eyes lingering over your tiefling horns, with obvious distaste, his nostrils flaring with disapproval.
But when you see on him, he's look very handsome. It's like 22 in the charisma, so if that helps.
Anyway, I'll think on that.
Yeah, if that have any point in that, so yeah. Yeah, but it's not because I want a relationship with you. But
You
Yes,
lie.
'cause,
You lie. Everybody's secretly dreaming of Stoic.
That is
Yeah.
really weird and also a little bit gay. Can we skip this part?
you gay? I didn't know you were gay, Remus.
No, I'm not.
elves.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure. I have a girlfriend. Leave me alone. God damn it.
Caradoc reaches out his hand
Let's move on.
to Stoic and says, "Hello, it is nice to meet you." And
Oh.
you notice as you go to shake his hand that his hand is so large your entire head would fit in it without him even attempting to close his fingers all the way around. He's giant. He's giant.
You've certainly ate your greens when you were growing up, he says.
Yes, and this is my friend Talmeric. You notice standing next to him is in the guild hall is a 9-foot tall direwolf.
Again, his nostrils flare with indignation, and he says, "Hobgoblins like them."
Hobgoblin? No, I'm a furbolg.
No,
Can I pet him? I want to pet him. I'm gonna pet him.
Yeah, I was about to say, as you approach, be careful. Talmeric is not tame.
Jane just kind of like looks at you like with these like wide eyes and is like, "Why did you bring a not tame direwolf into the middle of the guild hall?"
Well, he had a tummy ache, and I was trying to help him.
He had a tummy ache as well, and you brought him inside. Oh.
How about we
Not
help
done
this
anything
guy?
in the corners.
It's just a wicked idea. How about we get going and help this dude get his apprentices back, dead or alive, and then we can worry about the direwolf.
Yeah, it's just a direwolf. They're not that bad. You can talk with them and shit.
Talmeric's about twice the size of any direwolf you've ever seen.
Just a direwolf.
Bolgar says, "Well, before you lads and lasses run off and get yourselves killed," he takes out this large bag of gold coins and he offers it to somebody willing to take it. He says,
Jane immediately reaches out her hand.
I already did that.
He starts pulling out like fistfuls of coins and starts handing it to everyone. And he says, "That's your 100 gold already on the spot. Don't spend it all in one place."
Each?
Oral's gonna
Yes, 100 gold each.
kind of nudge him like a side when he's coming to give him it. You know you owe me nothing, my friend.
No, this is proper payment. I am hiring you. This is not a favor.
Yeah, I know, but you already done a lot for me and others in this guild. I will
Take the bloody gold.
I'll take your gold if you don't want it.
Me too.
I second that.
He says, "I don't care," and he just he takes Javier's share and just throws it on the floor in front of all of you.
I picked it up.
Oh my god, Fight Club!
Oh, now they're going to get themselves killed before even leaving the hole.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna bend down for that.
Okay, so two
Jane
people
is.
are getting 50 gold.
Yay, that's it. Good.
And he's gonna hand Stoic the map.
Right.
So let's head up.
Now,
Do we have a
now
cart
I gotta
or
go
horses?
and find some places to rebuild. I'm on a contract, you know.
So where's this place that we're going? Is this like in the mountains or?
Now that's a good question. Look into infinity.
Mawson Tunnel.
Holy.
So I have an outdated map, but there's a town called Mawson right around here, and to the west of that, pretty close to the road, there is a river that kind of runs up here, more like a stream. And on the side of it, there is a cave, and that's where you'll be going.
All right, I'm gonna take my horse.
Okay.
Hey, Remus, can I come with you?
Sure.
Jane hops on your horse.
Anyone else traveling by horse? There is a lot of horses available
Oral
to the
will
UAG.
whistle to call Ketum to his side.
All right. Katoom climbs down from the ceiling, or the roof.
Ah, your role was on the roof, ain't you?
What
Kinda
is
looks-
Katoon?
A giant lizard.
Ah, I thought it might be a spider. I'm a bit relieved.
You may be the first person in the city that is relieved by seeing Ketum.
Land dragon.
He's also
I'll
like
take
kind
a-
of gold though.
I'll take a mule.
Hey, can you all hear me?
Oh yeah,
We can hear a lot of
All right.
things.
Yeah, sorry. Jed's gonna grab his stuff and get it together to go.
Okay.
How far is this by horseback?
Horseback, it'll be 1 day.
1 day. All right. So I would either have to ride in a. I'll have to ride in a cart if somebody's in a cart. American, I'll ride in the back of a cart.
Well, I should say 1 day of travel, so 12 hours. 12.
It's still a little bit more than I can do without wasting my beast form entirely. So I would need a cart of some sort.
I don't have a cart. Sorry.
How much are carts?
Carts?
Oh, actually, I do have it. I have like a, how do you call that? A chariot or something? I bought that.
Carriage?
Carriage. Yeah, I bought that. I actually have a carriage.
Not sure I would actually fit in a carriage,
It's in
especially
top.
not with a 1,000-pound direwolf.
Well, the direwolf.
Scribe bought a cart and horses and all that for the UAG, so there is a cart available.
Yeah. And can we? I mean, can we get a driver, or I can speak with animals, and I can drive it.
I can drive it. My horse. God damn it! It's all my stuff. Believe it or not, that's something I'm good at.
I'm not, but I can talk to animals, and they generally do what I say. So it's 6 of one, a half dozen of the other.
All right, so, well, I'm gonna bring that, and I don't know how many people can fit in there.
Typically 4.
Yeah, but
Maybe 6.
like with Caradog and his wolf, you know.
His wolf is not going to jump inside.
Okay, like then it was him.
You can keep up with your horse.
Probably also inside. I don't want to ride.
Jane would be in the cart too.
And I think that's full.
Well, one more person.
But we don't
But
have more.
regardless, you guys eventually all get there in a day. And you are forced to kind of tie up Fury and put the carriage somewhere where it won't be easily stolen. And after searching a while, who has survival higher than 15? Remus does.
Jane would be helping Remus search for the cave.
Oh, that's passive. I'm not
Yeah.
even rolling.
Okay, well, you're helping her. So,
So what is passive for this? That would be 10 plus. Is that right?
It's
Yeah.
8 plus proficiency plus the stat mod.
No, it's just 10 plus the stat, isn't it?
Yeah, 10 plus your.
Oh, I just figured it was the same as getting passive perception.
Passive perception is also 10 plus proficiency plus.
Okay, so
Yeah.
mine is 15 passive.
Okay, so you guys managed to find the cave pretty easily. It's not really a cave; it's more like a sinkhole that is this large, muddy, sandy slope. It's been used not frequently, but a lot in probably about a month's time, as expected, since they were here about 3 weeks ago. It's very dark in there, but you do see a little bit of dim light coming from these blue mushrooms that are clinging onto the walls.
Okay, just for the sake that I've said that, like when we get off and all, I take care of all the stuff, like see that the horse is fed and not found easily and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And I guess we're going in, aren't we?
So I'll produce flame, a torch, and use it to start walking forward.
All right. Yeah, you guys go down and you enter this cave, and as you get inside, it's about 15 feet wide in a circle, and then at the end of it, there's this kind of tight turn, and Caradoc, you kind of have to squeeze into it first, and there's even a point where there's an even tighter squeeze, and you can you force yourself into it. You scrape some of your clothes, like it squeezes into you and scrapes and cuts your clothes a bit. But other than that, you manage to get through, and everyone else can. Telmeric is actually the only one who can't really get in. Everyone else goes through, and Telmeric kind of gets into the squeezing point, and he whimpers.
Oh, Talmeric can't come in at all?
No, he tries to like squeeze in, but his head's too big.
I scratch him behind the ears and I say, "Good buddy, go guard the cart and horses. We'll be all right."
Okay, he just kind of puts his head down and he like starts backtracking.
As we're heading into the cave, Stoic Hands says, "As this is the first time I've met you, Jane, please accept this little platinum ring. If you put it on your thumb, it will bring you the fortitude of Ilmater during combat."
Oh, thank you. What's that mean exactly? She says as she puts it on.
You'll feel nothing at the moment, but when I activate it, it'll help you in combat.
Right.
It'll give you extra strength and extra fortitude.
I look forward to it.
We will share all blows that you take.
Oh, that's handy.
Jebediah will say, "Congratulations, you are now husband and wife."
Aw, just what I've always wanted. She says kind of coyly.
Jebediah, didn't you say that last time?
Hey man, I'm not the one handing out rings to strange women.
By the way, if you see anyone that's about to cast magic, I'm probably going to be taking them out.
Alex? Ten Hope casts a spell in the morning.
What kind of spell is it?
False life.
Doesn't that only last like an hour?
Does it? I don't know.
Yeah, it only lasts an hour.
Did we have a long rest? Like we traveled, had a long rest, and then reached the cave?
No, it's actually pretty close to nighttime.
It's 1 hour. False life is.
I thought it was slide.
Sorry.
Same day.
Same day.
Okay. So before we end here, hour before we get here, can I cast a spell?
Yes, you can cast False Life.
No, another spell.
What?
A dead ward on myself. Half.
What?
That is 8 hours, and if I did to 0, I did 1 hit SP.
Oh, okay.
And if you use a chill word on me, it doesn't count.
Okay.
Yep.
So
So short rest before we get it on the top, if it's possible.
I'm
does anyone
hungry.
else want a short rest?
No,
I just do that when we're half on the journey, halfway, and test it on short rest.
but while
Okay.
we're going in, I'm gonna throw all 3 creatures out of my bags of tricks. Bag of tricks.
Okay.
Start pulling animals out of a hat.
Bag. Like it's like a bag. It's like
Oh, I know.
my little Pokemon. Holy shit! I hope that's not a huge creature. It's gonna get smashed.
No, you guys are through the tunnel and you're kind of standing in a larger cavern. There's like this path, and then there's a drop off, and then when you look down, you see that there's like a 10-foot gap with what looks like a stream heading into the cave. Then after that gap, there's more. There's about a 15-foot drop to another stony floor, and then you look across that, and you can see more blue lights beyond. Since Caradoc has a torch, anyone with dark vision can see kind of 90 feet out and see that there is another exit on the other side, but you can't really make anything out clearly that far away. But within 60 feet of your dark vision, you can see things pretty clearly with the torchlight, and you see that there's a lot of these mushrooms just on the walls. You see what looks like a campsite behind a kind of stone pillar that kind of goes from the cliff that you're on and hits the ceiling. Besides that, there doesn't seem to be anything really there. You kind of your eyes kind of follow the stream, and it doesn't look like there's anything in there.
Can Jane walk over to the campsite and investigate it?
Yeah.
Alright,
Can I see anything 90 feet out? Does I see normally in darkness?
Yeah, I already said 90 feet out.
I want to look at those glowing mushrooms and see if there's any interesting properties from my herbalism.
Roll me a nature check. Jane, you're searching the campsite. There was tents here again about 3 weeks ago. The campfire is long dead. 9 on the nature check.
Yeah.
Doesn't really tell you much. You know they're not safe to eat. Though, well, not safe to eat as in they don't really have any nutritional value. And if you eat too much of them, you know that you can poop blue for a while.
Almost want to do it just for the fuck of it.
Jane will also use Divine Sense to see if she can sense undead.
Undead, celestials, and fiends?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, no, not really. I mean, besides Hope, no, not really. Hope kind of has this weird mixture of fiendish and undead energy right now.
Gotcha. Well, I don't see anything that's worth of note here. We should probably move on.
And for everyone that can't read the chat, I threw out like the 3 creatures, which are 2 giant badgers and a panther, and they're both like medium-sized creatures. So I'm assuming they fit because we fit in the cave. And yeah, they're just like following like right next to me.
Except for the one giant badger, he knows you. The one recognizes you, and the other one's like, "Why are you so scared?"
The other one, like the other badger was a normal badger, not a giant badger.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. As it says 2 giant badgers on what you take.
Yeah. No, it is 2 giant badgers, but like in the game, in Ty's game where I killed my badger, that was a normal badger, not a giant badger.
Okay. So yeah, the 2 giant badgers are just walking around, trying to find, well, honestly, stuff to just mess up. They're kind of
Yeah.
pissed.
Caradoc mentions that if we want to be stealthy, he can cast without trace on all of us, as long as we stay within 30 feet of me.
Jane looks down at her clunky armor and just kind of coyly smiles and nods.
And
Nods, yes or no?
clunking,
Yes.
Okay.
clunking away in the background. Also, the dwarf makes his way up towards the Firbolg.
Okay, I will
Sort of
cast.
sounding like a clattering, sort of like he's dragging all the kitchen pans behind him as he
There
goes.
you go. All right, I will cast Pass Without Trace. And now everyone within 30 feet of me has a +10 to stealth for the next hour.
Awesome.
Right. So after the campsite, there's about a 15-foot cliff that just drops off, and your investigation would yield that there was a fight a long time ago, but it's definitely over with now.
So when I was
even
investigating the
bodies are still
campsite,
there.
there was a fight a long time ago, but it's over with now.
I love
Can you
it.
tell what they
That
were
wasn't
against?
about the fucking campsite, and if you finish. So when you look down the cliffside, you actually see that there is 4 goblin skeletons just laying on the ground at the bottom.
Oh, Talmeric would have loved those bones. I'm going to save one for him.
You try to pick it up, and it's all frail. It cracks as soon as you touch it.
Could Jane get a close look at the skeletons? Do I have to like scale down the cliff or something?
I'm not going to make you roll for it.
Okay.
So you scale down the cliffside. It's pretty easy.
I've got 50 foot of rope too, and climbing gear and all kinds of shit. So
Awesome.
Okay. I'm not gonna make anyone roll for it. So you guys climb down.
Jane would
And-
like to get a very close look at the skeletons, see like kind of what species they were, what state they're in, kind of like if there are identifiable wounds, what those would be.
Roll me a medicine.
15 plus 0, so 16 because I'm a bard.
No. You don't really tell much about it. Well, besides the obvious.
I think these things are dead.
Duh. They look
With
pretty dead to me.
with a smile, Jane stands up and kind of shrugs.
I'm hungry.
Now that you're this far ahead, you can see that the passageway is actually very tall that you saw when you were across the room. It's about 50 feet high. Nothing at the top. There's just a ceiling there. But it does kind of turn off again, and you see that there's more blue mushrooms just kind of clinging onto these walls. And anyone who can cast spells can feel kind of energy coming from over there.
Can I cast Detect Magic and look in the direction?
You ritual cast?
Yeah, I'll ritual cast it.
Hope, what do you want to do?
Can I feel about good or bad energy, or is it just energy?
It's just energy.
Yeah,
You
probably.
can make an Arcana if you want.
Oh, can I use my gloves of Magi to do that spell effects?
Yes.
I do that then.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Ow.
Run before we kill you.
So I would like to also do an Arcana check along with my Detect Magic.
Okay.
And
Roll.
I'll touch him and or her, Jane. Just tap her on the shoulder and say, "Remember the teachings of your elders." And you hear the voices of your sort of instructors speaking in your ear whilst you're inspecting things and using your magic. So you've got guidance and plus D4.
You see a brief look of horror as Jane thinks of all those tests that she had to take when she was at Tame Academy. She kind of shakes it off and smiles and nods. So for Arcana, it's an 8 plus 4. That would be a 15 Arcana.
Both of you can kind of guess that there's some sort of portal ahead. You're not really sure where. You can't really identify the magic that it might be connected to, but you do kind of tell that the energy is large and might signify some sort of magical pathway.
Eldritch Blast in that way.
It seems there may be some portal up ahead.
Your Eldritch Blasts hit the wall and destroy some of the moss. You just hear loud as like these blue mushrooms and moss blotches just smush and spread everywhere.
That didn't work.
Jane would like to start sneaking and kind of like move along the side of the chamber.
Hey, is this a cave? This is a cave, right?
Yes.
With echo?
Yes, it has a fucking echo.
Well, Remus is gonna like yell out, like, "Hello, hello, hello!" God, I love caves, caves, caves.
Not again.
Isn't this fun? Fun, fun.
Remus, this could be dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous, but fun, fun, fun.
All right, Jane, you're moving ahead.
Let's take a defensive position, everyone.
So you are heading. Sorry, Hope. Oral, what do you want? Okay. So Jane, you're stealthing ahead, and you kind of. There's not really much of a corner, but you peek around the corner, and you just see this kind of. Make me a perception check.
Sure. That is a 10.
All right. You don't really see much. You can feel the energy all around you, and it's actually like almost covering you completely now. As you look ahead, you see this large stone gateway, and it looks like it to be some sort of ancient door. And to the left of it, you see this large blue sapphire, maybe about the size of your open hand, and it's kind of resting in this hole. But inside this hole has a similar kind of design as the door, and the sapphire is glowing with energy, and so is the rings around it. and you sense a lot of powerful magic coming from it. Do you have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision. I am a human.
Okay. That's all you see.
And Jane kind of sneaks back to the group, relays what she says, and then kind of just waits for the group to come to a consensus.
You just water up then.
I think so, yes.
So hope begins to water up there.
Everyone follows behind him.
Yep.
I'm sneaking.
Okay. Anyone who wants to stealth, feel free to do so.
Do I have to reroll?
No. If you're not gonna break stealth, you're not gonna need to reroll.
Not stealthy.
So we're stalling. Let's give this a try.
Remus, are you stealthing, or are you just gonna walk with hope?
Well, I'm gonna. Well, do I see that everyone does that?
For the most part, yeah.
Well, then I'll just follow up and try to. I'm not gonna scream around anymore then.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is 19.
All right. Did you add +10 for the pass with this?
Yes, I already did.
Oh God. Okay. All right. So you guys get to about where Jane was, and anyone who does have dark vision, you see that there's beyond the stone ring that is the doorway. You can see that you can't really make out what the figure is because it's just black and white and colors. But you do see what looks like a figure. She seems to be pouring something onto the ground. It sounds like water, but you can't be 100% sure.
Can I see it, Drala? Because my devil side says you see normal in darkness.
You can't see color with dark vision, if that's what you're asking.
The devil side.
No, the devil's sight is for
Ah.
the spell darkness, not you can see normally in darkness.
Yeah, it's saying you just see normally in darkness both magical and non-magical.
Okay. Yeah, devil's sight is different.
So I see color probably, right?
Okay, yeah. You see what looks like an elf wearing kind of green leaf robe, sitting in this what seems like circle of mushrooms, pouring water on them.
I drove up to him or her.
All right.
I probably
So you
Probably-
walk through the stone ring and go
If-
to talk to her.
yeah, is the stone ring magical?
Yes, the whole area is kind of magical. You're not really sure
Do
about
that.
anything else.
I do that. I just walk through.
Okay. You step through the ring, and do you require sleep?
Nope.
Okay, that's good because you pass out. You step through the ring, and then you collapse on the ground, going to sleep.
I cannot be forced to fall asleep.
You are not being. You are being charmed to sleep.
Be charmed to sleep?
Yep. So
There's
something is
another
compelling
warlock
you.
and there's another warlock invocation that makes it so that you can't sleep, even by magical influence.
Yes, I know, and it doesn't matter because he's going to sleep.
Yeah, I have that.
Because the
Oh,
Fey
and
Realm
I-
doesn't give a damn about what your mortal rules are. So you get suddenly really tired and fall asleep.
I don't regret it. Not, okay, well.
The
Yeah,
elf
but-
kind of looks over at the tiefling collapsing on the ground. She says, "Ooh, what do we have here?" And she stands up. She picks up her wooden staff and starts walking over. Anyone with regular dark vision can just see her now. She's holding this watering can.
Who are you?
She looks up because she didn't notice any of you before.
Gee, thanks,
Oh.
miss.
And she says, "Who's there?"
I'm your conscience.
"Oh, well, would my conscience please reveal itself to me?"
I can't. I don't have a body.
"Well, if you were truly a conscience, you just possess this one." And she just kind of taps the unconscious tiefling.
Okay, I
The
lied. I'm
dwarfs-
really bad at
dwarf-
this.
The dwarf steps forward, and its mouth is moving, but and trying to coordinate with the voice of Remus, but probably failing.
This is
Roll me performance.
Is there a way that Jane could like sneak closer?
Not at this point. She's aware of most of you.
I get an. Let's see.
Do I roll performance too?
No.
I get a grand total of 11.
She buys it. Not
What?
She sees you and she says, "Oh well, you're an awfully high pitched dwarf, but what brings you down here?"
I'm gonna have to put on the camera for this one to try and coordinate with however you're doing this.
I am here to find out what you're doing here, obviously.
Oh well, of course you would want to do that, but really, it should be you who has to explain himself.
I know what you did last summer.
She says, "Do you now?"
Yes, I am a conscience.
Jane is trying to hold back her laughter from behind a rock.
She says, "Well, you going to come over and talk to me, or are we just going to stand here?"
Jane's going to pop up and hop on the other side of a rock.
No.
Hello.
I'm gonna leave this body alone now and leave it over to its real owner. And I am going out into nowhere. Goodbye.
Oh, that was strange. Something possessed me. Says stoic.
She says, "Oh, does that happen often?"
I sometimes drink too much. Maybe I drank too much recently.
"Oh, that kind of possession. I understand."
It usually doesn't affect other people, though.
So I would come and shake your hand, but last time that happened, and she looks at her friend on the floor, they kind of go to sleep. We're here searching for some friends of ours. Perhaps you've seen them.
Called themselves monster hunters.
Very
Passed
likely.
through here, and I think there was 5 of them.
Sounds about right.
Yes, they passed through here.
Do you know what happened to them?
No. Most
What is
people
it that
who-
you're doing here?
Oh, well, I make sure the right people get through here.
Oh, cool. How do we do that?
Well,
Can I just walk?
of course.
Will I fall asleep?
Depends.
Are you full of shit?
Not always.
Okay. Jane, with a big happy smile, will walk forward.
Okay. You require sleep,
Yes.
then you are fine.
Wait, so I don't fall asleep?
No, you're fine. You step through and you feel this kind of veil pass over you, and as soon as you step through, everything brightens. There was no light source when you first came in here, but everything is now just bright and colorful. And there was no light coming in when you were in the door, on the other side of the door, but now there's this huge beam of light just covering everything, and there's butterflies and other insects flying around.
Jane
birds
kind of like
tweeting.
looks around and is like, wow, this is really trippy. So is he gonna be alright?
Oh yes, he'll wake up soon.
Will he like wake up if he's on like this side?
He should, unless something terrible happens to him, but it usually doesn't happen.
What do you
Jane,
mean? What does happen? I want to know.
Well, sometimes they don't like. Some people don't like themselves very much.
And
Don't like themselves?
Jane will kind of drag Hope further into the circle and kind of like try and slap him awake. Hey,
He's out.
Hmm.
Yeah, you'll just have to give him some time.
all right. And then she hefts him up, throws him over her shoulder because she's surprisingly strong and stands up. Why are the rest of you coming?
Stoic comes forward and examines Hope, sees just to check what's wrong with if he is properly. If he is asleep or unconscious. What state is he in?
Actually, that's a good point. Can I do an Arcana check on this?
You've already made your attempt.
Oh, I thought I was doing an Arcana check on the portal. Or is this different? Is this the same? Okay.
Check. Yeah, you are free to examine him. It seems like he's unconscious.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you're unconscious from 0 hit points. Would it be something like that, or?
No, just you'd have to ask or make a check for that.
Well, I'll make a check, see if he's been sort of reduced to 0 hit points with a medicine roll.
Okay.
No, I don't manage to work it out. I only got a 6.
He's fine by every medical standard of the word.
Okay.
Well, Remus will come out of the shadows and he's gonna say, "Hello there, person that I've totally never talked to in my whole life before."
You step through the stone ring.
I have to, right?
Well, you can stand on the other side of it.
Well, I'll go to Worstow, I guess.
Okay, you step through the stone ring, and I believe you're a high elf, so you pass out.
Oh, yeah. God damn it.
And So it tries to catch the high elf as he falls.
Okay.
Well, protect its
It's
head
very-
anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So you catch his head, and the ground is actually really soft, but
Why do they keep doing that? Jane says,
Oh.
trying to heave Remus up on her shoulder.
that's because they're not dreamers.
What's
So?
a dreamer?
That's not
Like-
true.
Like someone who sleeps?
Yes. See, people who don't sleep or trance like elves do, or don't practice sleeping, which elves can do but don't have to, and they usually don't. Yeah, but you've only been practicing for like a month. And she says people who trance or don't go to sleep, they have a lot of time to get close to themselves, more time than other people. You are now in at least a part of the dreamscape, where people who are dreamers, people who need sleep, are at the, for lack of a better way of explaining it to newcomers, distant from themselves.
This is a really weird gate. Like, I kind of feel like most things sleep. Except in this party, apparently. She says, kind of like looking between the two people that she has on her shoulder.
Well,
Have we got any other elves in the group? Do half elves sleep? I can't remember whether.
Jebediah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jebediah.
Half
happened.
elves.
Or Orel, and Orel as well. Both
No,
half elves. Do you sleep?
Yeah, they sleep like
Or do
normal
you-
humans. Yeah,
You
they don't
you
get
follow your
trance or
human
anything.
heritage in that.
Yeah, they're
Right.
sleeping as, yeah, normal like a human.
According to what this woman says, you will
I mean,
not
they-
be affected
they-
by this place.
They are immune to be forced to sleep magically, but they sleep normally.
Well, there are other ways that the gate can affect you, but it's usually because of that.
Also, Remus has recently made a pact with a demon, and that pact has been removed. But the pact or the deal included that he cannot sleep anymore, and he's not slept for like a long time. And he's just been recovering from that for like a month now. So trying to get back into schedule.
She says there is one other circumstance, but I mean, I can't really tell from your other companions, but as long as they're not elves, it shouldn't affect them.
I can guarantee I'm not an elf.
As far as I know, I'm not. I am not an elf.
So she says, well, now that you're here, I can show you to these 3 doors. And she kind of points behind you, and you notice 3 other stone rings.
All right,
And-
just give me a minute. She kind of like stands up, taking the 2 people with her.
Don't drop them on the mushrooms. It's taken me a couple centuries to get them where they are now.
And who are you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
She kind of thinks about it. She says, I can't remember. I've been here for a long time.
Do you
So
think you
shouldn't-
came from? Are you from here originally, or did you come from outside, or do you not remember?
Aren't you an elf person? Shouldn't you be asleep?
Yes, but I'm actually from a special group of druids.
Sleep druids?
That I step forward and greet her in Druish.
She answers.
Jewish.
Her dialect is a little bit different, but she answers you. Hello.
Well, hello.
And what circle do you hail from?
I am from the circle local to here, to this plane, into this region. What circle are you from?
Well, you're not in this plane anymore. You are in my plane now. Welcome to the circle of dreams. The entrance to the dreamscape.
Fascinating. I have heard of these. Circle of Dream druids. But I have yet to
Yeah.
meet one.
Well, we're not too popular. And by this time, Hope would be standing up now, becoming conscious.
Oh, goddamn. What happened?
So do I notice anything about, again, about how she has raised these mushrooms or about the area looking for druid sign, anything that would stand out to a druid?
There are a lot of druid signs. You notice, do you speak Sylvan?
Let me double check. Yes, I do.
You notice that a lot of druid signs are also mixed with Sylvan language, and they're instructions almost, but they're all jumbled up, like they're purposely trying to hide what the messages are saying.
So I'm going to point one out to her and say, well, this here, I can't quite make it out. Can you help me?
She says, unfortunately not. That is the reason why I'm here. Are your other friends going to join us?
Here because you couldn't read this?
Oh, no. It's my duty to keep this place closed off to those who do not belong in the dreamscape. Your friends made it through, just fine.
Some of them.
Well, they should get up soon.
I hope so. They're heavy.
Well, Hope's awake, so...
Shouldn't have given
Do you have family bonds here in the dreamscape? Because we're looking for somebody's children. A father is waiting for his children to return. They seem to have wandered in here, and we want to take them back. The 5 people who passed through, some of them are children that the father once returned. Do you know where they might have got to? Can you give us any guidance as to how to find them?
Well, the clues are all here. But, I need your other friends to come through first. And she kind of looks out the stone ring and sees Hope, and Hope kind of not Hope, sorry. Oral and Jebediah kind of standing outside of the other gate.
Stoic sort of raises his hands in caution towards the other two, and just says, "Do you have any children?" Asks about her family and tries to get her talking. And but basically, what he's trying to do is do an insight into her to see if she's got any malice, any evil intent to try and get everybody inside the circle, and to trick us or cast some sort of magic on us once we're all inside.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
It's leading her through normal conversation.
She says, yes, I have family once, but I can't remember how long ago that was. In a dreamscape, time is almost irrelevant.
So I get an insight of 13.
Yeah, she seems truthful. She talks about how
Honestly,
she talks about how she can't remember her family, and she knows she has one, and had one, but she doesn't know.
I ask her
what
about
name.
I ask her about whether she needs food, what she eats, and things like that. You know, how she survives, just to see if she needs to eat us or feed off us or our sort of life form. Well, that's what I'm trying to divine from the insight.
You ask her that, and she says, "Oh, why would I do something like that?" And she says,
No, I
"I'll
don't
show
ask her
you."
directly, but I'm just asking her what she eats and how if she needs nourishment here and things like that.
Oh, she says, "Yes, but well, you know how us druids are," and she just casts good berry on some plants nearby, and they grow good. They grow berries.
Oh, that's the most boring food I've ever seen, says Stoic. Give me meat any day.
She says, "Well, you'll find plenty of it beyond, as long as you can think it and see can see further than your eyes can see."
Oh, I might like this place, he says, sort of suddenly perking up at the opportunities. And waves his two companions in. Waves in Jeb and Oral.
yeah, Oral is going through confidently.
And
Okay,
Jane would
you
walk
also-
through carrying Remus.
So Oral also passes out confidently,
Damn it.
and she says, "Oh, they related to elves?"
He's related to an elf?
Oral's Norse.
Wait, didn't
Yes.
Hope woke up, right?
Yeah, Hope woke up, and
Alright.
Remus will wake up now.
Alright. Alright, let's switch. Kind of feeling like Remus waking up.
That
Jane.
was a good nap.
Yeah, you're heavy.
Mm.
Kind of does like a back
sorry.
stretch and then walks over. Alright, now you. Throws Oral on her shoulder.
She says,
Alright.
"Yes. Anyone that has great ties to their Fey ancestors will also go to sleep, unfortunately."
How do I go to sleep?
Oh, because you're not a dreamer. You don't sleep.
But I'm not an elf.
Yes, as I said before, is because you don't sleep.
Okay. I sleep after when I'm drunk.
So,
That's not the
What?
same.
What is
so
this?
what exactly were you trying to keep out? Exactly.
People with foul intent.
Yeah,
And
the-
you think
those
elves have
shifty-
foul intent?
Those shifty elves, duh.
No, it's because. Oh, I can't believe I have to explain this again. Dreamers are people who sleep, and generally, when they dream about things, it's good dreams. You know, things that make you happy and keep you going on your daily lives. People who trance, which is unfortunately most elves, or people who don't sleep, spend their nights thinking and are too close to themselves. So when they enter, well, this gateway, for example, their dreams in themselves become too close to each other, and it can create mental shock.
What is this place?
It's the gateway to the dreamscape.
Oh, I know the Dreamscape. I've been here before, like several times actually. This is like a really cool place.
Well, I guess it's fortunate that you have a guide to go there. Not many people have that fortune.
I know, it's Misha. And he imagines her.
Nothing happens.
Oh. God damn it.
She sees you try, and she says, "Well, you know, you still aren't in the dreamscape. You're close, though."
Oh. I don't understand, but I will see, I guess.
Alright. We should probably head through then.
Let's this could be quite a promising little foray. But we mustn't forget, whilst we're looking at these dreams, that we're here to find the five people for Bolgar. There are people who can get lost in dreams.
It's easier than you think.
Jeff
But
said-
fortunately, you've got a square-headed dwarf with you, who's got his feet on the floor and hasn't dreamt anything beyond beer in all his life.
Not gonna lie to you, if there's any problems, it's probably gonna be to me.
The what?
If there's any problems, it's probably gonna be because of me.
Why?
So
I have very fun dreams.
Well, me too.
So everyone put their character's dream inside the chat, and she says, "Well, you can all go at the same time, or you can all experience each other's dreams. The choice is yours."
Let me understand. So we describe what we mean.
What?
Well, you said put our dreams in chat. What do you mean?
Yeah, type what your character's what your character would have dreamed of in chat
Just now?
right now. Then that's all of you, not just the people who passed out. Okay, when you step through, Jeb, you pass out, and you're laying on this cushion of moss.
Okay, so half elves, even though they sleep, pass out too.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't want to explain it a fourth time.
Do it.
And she says, in order for you to proceed, all of you will have to experience your dreams first.
Jane steps forward first.
And she offers you a large ruby. Again, about the size of your open palm.
Jane reaches out with her free hand and takes it and kind of just glances at the person over her shoulder. Should I put him down first?
Oral will start waking up.
Oh, thank God. Kind of just drops him. And grasps the ruby.
All right.
Alright. You felt so tired a moment ago.
And just to speed things along, Jebediah will wake up. And she says, also be very careful. Some dreams aren't any of yours, and if you encounter them, be very aware of disturbing their sleep. And she says, you can use any of the gateways. They all do the same thing.
Jane walks through the one on the left.
Okay. You put it in. The stone ring rolls open, and you can see the red glow appear on it. And you see this kind of like it looks like there's this like a bunch of leaves kind of blowing in the wind. It blocks your sight from what you can see, but you can't like see past it. Like you can see that there's open gaps, but there's so many leaves you can't actually see on the other side.
And Jane walks through.
Anyone following her?
Sure,
Stoic
why
is.
not?
So is everyone going in then?
Yeah, I'm just riding my dream.
All right. I'm gonna roll a d4 now.
When we're talking about dreams, is dreams in the sense what you dream with, or dream of in a more life sense?
All right. I'm gonna roll another d4. All right. So you all step into this, in through the leaves, and the first thing you see is all of you get through, and Remus is suddenly not there. And you just see like this remnants of what looks like a small skirmish, and you just see Remus kind of leaning over what looks like an elf, and he's crying over as she lays lifeless in his arms. Remus, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no, you're not gonna kill her. God damn it. Why do you do this to yourself? 10.
I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope on myself.
Okay. So, yeah, you see her just Remus is just lost in this dream. He's crying over this elf woman, just unable to detach himself from what's happening.
Remus, it's not real.
This feels surreal.
Yeah, you're just holding her, and like blood is covering her hands.
Go away.
Jane walks over and squats next to Remus. What's your happiest memory with her?
Go away. I would be role playing a lot louder, but there's a lot of people around. Yeah. He's just crying. He's just not acknowledging your presence. He's like just shutting all of you out.
Actually, that's funny because as soon as she says that, you're suddenly standing at this restaurant and you're proposing to her. It's actually similar design to the Silver Chalice, but it's all nice and decorated up, and everyone's drinking fancy drinks and already in suits. The only people that aren't in suits are you guys.
I'm really, really surprised how the scenery just changed.
No, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, okay.
You can have advantage if the Beacon of Hope sort of has any effect on the dream.
Oh yeah, you roll with advantage.
Well, that would be another 10 and a 20 modified.
Okay, you're kind of on your knee proposing to her, and then it kind of just dawns on you that you look around and you realize that none of the other people have faces. They're all just standing around you, clapping around you, but they don't have faces. All their cups are empty, and you're kind of just shaking it off. The room kind of dulls, and you finally snap out of it, and everything disappears, and it's this round tunnel that kind of leads onwards to another door.
Well, he's just gonna look at his hands and at like the ring he was holding like a few seconds ago, like the thing, and he's like looking around.
Okay, two things that are going to stand out for everyone immediately is that there's still blood on Remus's hands, and the ring is still there. The box in that the ring was in wasn't there, but the ring is there. You can pick its gold value, or...
It's a really fucking beautiful ring.
Okay, so you can pick its gold value later as long as it doesn't exceed 500 gold.
Well, then it's 500 gold.
Okay. I was about to say, gee, I wonder what it's gonna be. No, let's make it gold.
Others.
Jane pats Remus on the back and says, "The best way to get over a loss is to think of the best moments you had with them."
But I didn't lose her. I was proposing to her.
Okay, she says, smiling.
You confuse me.
All right, you guys put the ruby in the other room, the other door, and it opens up. And again, there's a flurry of leaves blocking your vision from the other side.
Well,
I
round two.
dance a waltz through the door.
Okay.
Jane follows.
So does
Oh,
Stoic
follow.
casts resistance on himself and follows to
There's
keep his
resistance,
mind focused. A
Concentration.
cantrip. Yes, a concentration cantrip.
You still have Beacon of Hope on. And
Yes,
I think
no, that's
different.
well. I was presuming that had gone down because it only lasts a minute.
No, it's still good.
But dreams is
Okay.
like a few seconds. So,
Okay, if that's still up, then I won't cast. I won't cast the other spell. I just presumed it was down.
Okay. No, that's fine. So, yeah, it's still up, and it's shining around everyone. It seems your god reaches you even here. And you step through the door, and as you step through, you see this large dragon. Just it's green in color, and it's laying over this huge like gold mound full of treasure and objects, which must be just worth millions of gold. It's just sleeping in the gold, not pushing its head in, kind of rooting up some gold as it's trying to like almost bury itself. This thing seems to be like it seems to be almost a full-grown adult. And by full-grown adult, I mean like colossal sized, like massive thing. Like this cave is huge.
Jane's going to kind of look at the giant dragon that's there and be like, "Oh, I wonder whose dream we're in right now." Hey, Remus,
Yeah.
do you know how you take down a dragon?
Probably.
You have to be a powerful hero, clad in armor. And Jane will try and vividly imagine herself in like a paladin knight armor with a steed and a lance.
Yeah, you try to envision yourself in this, and it does not go. Like nothing changes.
Drat! I need to figure out how this place works.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all that's happening. The other door. Like,
Oh no, I asked Jane that because she just asked me like if I could figure this out.
Maybe
She
it's a
kinda
real
shrugs.
dragon.
Maybe
What?
it is a real dragon. Should we sneak past it then? Attack it?
Wait, you want to kill a
None of them
dragon?
sound very.
I mean, is it real? Like, will we die? I don't know how dreamscapes work.
No. Like here in the dreamscape, like from what I know, like what I've experienced, once you get hurt here, like on this kind of plane, you actually get hurt like in real, like in reality. That's how I almost yeah. Never mind.
So,
But yes.
to attack the adult dragon.
I mean, if you die here, you will probably die for good. So you can make up your mind with that information.
Gotcha.
Okay.
how do you know this when you don't know I was not dead?
Me?
Yeah.
I've been here before.
You've been here before.
Yes, I've been to the Dreamscape before.
And you willingly came back, says Stoic.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I mean, it can be really cruel, but it can also be really good. I mean, really
You're a
good.
dragon. But there's a dragon, says Stoic, pointing over at the huge thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
but maybe the dragon means well and protects people or whatever. That depends on how you see it.
Is the troll real?
The what?
You want to find out?
Yeah, I throw up and take one piece of troll and bite in it.
You
Yeah.
touch a single coin. Its eyes open.
And I bite in it, and if it feels real, I can grab it and say, "Hey!"
Just saying, Hope, if you die here, you die for good. That's all. Just making sure you know that.
All right. It push it.
I cast Warding Bond. I activate the ring that Jane has, just in case.
I don't know.
It's not a concentration spell, so it wouldn't affect it.
I don't ask the dragon about what is happening right here and how we get out.
What language do you use?
Speed in Tama, because I don't think it's gonna talk Inferno or happy.
It's just staring at you. Looks at the rest of you.
I don't know what bad.
It almost doesn't know what to do either, but then it just like it's starting to think like, wait, I'm a fucking dragon.
Can I think at the tall dragon time and just taught it?
I mean, you can.
I tried to talk the dragon language thing to the dragon.
Roll an intelligence check.
Alone? No, sorry. I have +2, so that is 30.
No, you start speaking to it, and it's trying to figure out what you're saying, and then it just kind of looks at the rest of you.
I don't know what backwards. With my hands in the air.
Are you waving them like you just don't care?
Yeah, almost. I was thinking the same thing.
You said this was a green dragon?
Jane,
What's up?
Jane,
Hi.
you said you were a bard and a paladin. Can you charm this dragon with some music, or entertain it anyway?
Kind of awkwardly looks up and looks back and is like, I mean, I could like give it a shot, but
I to help dancing.
What are we looking at?
I can play the
So-
lyre.
It's a colossal-sized green dragon.
Jane will kind of walk forward, kind of smile, kind of wave, pull out her little flute, and will attempt to distract the dragon with music.
Okay.
Wait, whose dream is this?
And
No
I
idea.
Dance. I don't dance to perform for the dragon.
All right. It's eyeing you up. Somebody roll insight.
Who?
Someone.
I got a
You about to be food.
I have 15 in that, but that's not true.
I got a 22 for performance and an 11 insight.
I got a 26 insight.
Not one insight.
I got 20 in performance.
Okay. As they're getting ready to play, Jebediah, you notice it strangely has like a cat-like attitude about it. And then you kind of think, like, you see how it holds itself, and you're thinking, is this a dream of a pseudo-dragon? And as you start playing your music and singing your songs to it and dancing for it, it kind of gets sleepy and curls back up, and goes back to sleep.
I'm gonna high five.
While they're doing that, I was looking at the treasure of the dragon, see if there's anything that I recognize or that attracts my attack stoic's eye.
I mean, there's a lot of objects in there. There's some busts of some famous people, including a few dwarves, large gems, gold, like, of course, it's a mountain of gold. Swords are sticking out, some large arrows, and seemingly some magical items catch your eye. Yeah,
Not really anything that he's after. Not his dream, anyway. He's trying to work out whether this was his dream, but I don't think it's Stoic's.
You know,
it's none of your dream.
yeah, I was going to say, I don't think anybody was dreaming of a pseudo dragon.
We should probably just move on then. How do we do that?
Yeah, so once it goes back to sleep, the other stone ring reveals itself.
Jane walks through.
I'll try to clean my hands off the blood.
Are there any tomes or any what might look like spell books or anything in this pseudo dragon or whatever it is horde?
Yes, but it's standing off. It's strangely standing off on its own. Like there's this mountain of gold and treasure and stuff, and it's sleeping on it. And then off, kind of by itself, there's like this isolated desk with just wizard stuff on it.
Jebediah would like to investigate the desk.
Okay. There's a spell book in it, and on it, there's some potions.
Would it be possible for Jebediah to open the spell book and see what's in it?
Yeah.
Are they just like is it wizard spells or is it something like gibberish or?
No, you open it up, and it's there's actually a lot of spells in it. Most of them are pretty simple spells. Like Magic Missile, Scorching Ray, stuff like that. Pretty typical. But you start getting to the end of the book, and you start getting into stuff like one spell is called Dream. One of them is Confusion, Fabricate, Magic Circle, Major Image. And anyone still paying attention to the dragon?
Yeah, I'm just standing there.
Okay, so you see Jebediah walk over to his desk, and he starts reading through the book. The dragon opens his eyes again, and it starts leaning towards him.
Tristan, do I know he didn't try to save me the other day?
I'm pretty
was
sure
it?
someone would have told you.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say anything.
As Jane sees the dragon move, she kind of just whistles over to the group.
I'll
Okay.
just stand back because I don't want to die in the dreams camp.
Yeah, fair enough. So,
So when what's her face whistles, Jeb's going to turn around away from the spell book.
Yeah, you perk up and you look over to her, and then in the corner of your eye, you see the fucking dragon lunging at you.
Okay.
It misses completely and fucking smashes its head against the desk above, like the wall above you, and it shakes its head off and snarls at you.
Obviously, it doesn't want me messing with the spell book, so Jebediah will walk away.
All right, do you all start running?
Jane does. She would like whistle and then like hightail it out of there, probably over to where Remus is.
Can Hope see anything behind the dragon?
No, it hasn't moved from its spot.
But it looked like it's gonna attack us, or not?
Yeah, but he didn't need to move. He just needed to stretch his neck. So, as Jebediah is running away and everyone else is probably going through the other stone ring, Jebediah, you're running past Hope, and Hope is trying to see something behind him, and you both start getting sprayed with acid. So make dexterity saving throws.
Sure, and as a reaction, I'm going to cast Absorb Elements. And I got a natural 20, so that would be
Oh, you
a dexterity of 30.
Yeah, you basically throw yourself behind the wall as the acid just kind of jets behind you.
I got 40. I got a 14.
All right, you don't make it, and you're going to take 61 points of acid damage.
How much?
61.
Okay.
Holy moly, I told you this was going to be dangerous.
So the dragon is now dripping with his mouth full of acid, and he just stares you down the hole.
I'm gonna use my reaction to make me into ice lollipop.
You're going to use your reaction to what?
Made me into a lollipop. The ice thing that give me 100 temporary hit points.
Okay. So you all run through, and you realize Hope is pretty much all by himself in there.
He's got that.
Oh, I know whose dream
Wait.
it is. But I'm not going to tell.
Jane shouts over her shoulder, "Hope, you got this! Don't lose hope!" And gives you bardic inspiration.
And Stoic will head back if he can.
Yeah, you run through, and as you run through, Hope is a popsicle, and the dragon is then going to scoop him up as an icicle, and he's going to throw him in the very furthest corner of the room. It puts a crack in the ice, but it doesn't break it, and he's just crawling around this ice block that is the tiefling.
I'm so fucked.
Greed over need, boys. Gets him every time.
Can I see what is behind him now?
You're a
It was a
popsicle.
I can still see out. It's not in my sight.
So, Stoic, you run back in after him, and you just see him stuck in this ice cube.
For one round, yeah.
How far away is he, and sort of what range is this at?
I'd say Hope is 50 feet away from him.
I cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
I don't look hurt at all.
Pardon?
I don't look hurt at all.
Oh, you don't look hurt.
No.
I can't tell that when you're in an ice cube. So I cast healing word anyway.
Gotcha.
You're an ice cube. I can't decide whether you're injured or not.
Hope. You break out of the ice. Your ice melts.
Okay. I'm gonna do something really smart, but I don't know what that is. So, is that just fucking run, maybe? I don't know. Scoop up a magic item and just fucking dash out of this fucking place.
I'm going to assume a 21 and a 22 are going to hit you.
Yes. Is that a dragon undead?
No.
Okay.
It's a fucking dragon.
Just asking to make sure.
Where is my other D? There it is. Good rolls, good rolls. 13, 18, 20, 21. And that's 28 slashing damage from one of its claws.
Okay.
12, 18. Ooh. 22, 30, 37 piercing from a bite.
Yep.
And as you run away from it, it provokes another attack. (11, 16, 17, 18, 25 slashing damage from a claw.
Yep.
Yep, what?
I'm at 3 hit points.
So it's almost goddamn murders you in front of Stoic as you kind of run beside him, holding.
Did a
Actually,
magic item?
You believe you're holding one, and you're 20 feet. You're 20 feet away from Stoic.
Is there like an exit area, like a portal that we can walk through, or?
You guys can walk back if you want.
Oh, well, and Jane would walk back.
Okay, you walk back and you see Stoic. There's a large corner, so you don't see Hope, but you see the dragon's tail kind of swishing.
Wow, you got messed up. What took you guys so long? Come on.
Anyone else going back in that room?
Or we'll be going back to make sure everyone can make it.
So did Hope make it? Or sorry, Hope, did you?
He's 20 feet ahead of you, and this dragon just kicked the shit out of him. I clawed him twice as he ran away from it and bit him once. And Hope is definitely on his last legs. Like, he's bleeding. Bleeding out really bad.
Jane is going to cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
Stoic has got a healing word, and his readied action is to cast healing word if Hope goes down.
Remus is gonna cry, like shout to Hope. He's like, Hope, did you give back the 1 gold coin that you stole from the dragon?
Yeah, drop it.
Huh.
You can't really see him around the corner and what he's holding, but he says he dropped the coin.
I dropped the giant. I told her after I just dropped the giant. When it
You heal 8 hit points.
Nice.
Well, maybe you must overcome your fear or something. And look beyond. I don't remember what she said, but
Poor
look
Remus.
beyond it and fight it.
This is the
not the
wrong
dragon though.
place for that.
Fight the dragon.
No, like just like, is this your dream?
Single-handedly. Go on.
Because it really looks like your dream with all this gold.
Or perhaps the lesson that we're supposed to learn is to avoid the giant dragon and to save our own hides.
I'm trying to run out of the door.
Jeb, what do you do?
Well, so all I saw was the dragon lunge at me and miss, and then I beat feet out of there, and then I hadn't even turned around, and Hope was behind me, so he got hit with acid, and I went through the portal. Jebediah's going to turn around, and everybody's going back in the portal, and was like, "Hey, what's going on?"
You heard a lot of commotion from where back in the deepest part of the cavern.
Okay, so
Dragons
like
howling.
dragon roars and that kind of crap.
More like dragon claws, and you hear a loud chomp.
Oh shit. Hey guys, I think we should run. It's a dragon. Let's get the hell out of here.
All right. Oh fuck. All right.
Is that turn before my turn? Oh,
Yeah. So 23 is gonna hit. Three, 6, 10, 17, 24.
24 what?
24 damage, slashing.
11.
You should be down though.
I'm down.
Then my reaction, my readied action kicks in, and I cast Healing Word on you, and you get 15 back.
Okay.
Nice. And he's gonna hit me again.
Yeah.
So you heal him, and he gets clawed in the back, and he looks like he's gonna pass out, and then you heal him, and he's like getting back on his feet, kind of like almost swaying like a drunkard.
I don't
And
get enough like a
I don't
mouse.
have enough dice for that. And after the other claw strike misses him as he's kind of swaggering around. But then it lunged forward, and it basically just smushes Hope in its mouth.
Oh, it's swallowed whole. I know. the feel.
Dragons can't swallow hell. Right, you take 39 points of 39 points of piercing damage as it starts shaking you
Okay.
like an angry cat.
Great. Why is a fucking cat? Okay.
Maybe we're in the dream of a cat.
We're in the dream of a fairy dragon. He already said it, man.
It's a pseudo dragon.
Pseudo dragon, same thing.
Maybe we have to pet the dragon.
All right, after it's done chewing him up, it kind of just drops him on the ground and hisses at the rest of you.
Hey, you already had your meal. No need to be rude there. Or
Do you
else,
say that in Draconic?
yeah.
It says, "Get out of my lair.
Can I at least get out the trash? Pointing to Hope.
Well,
No.
does someone get the remains of hope, or
No, it's mine.
you don't understand
No, it's
me, and I don't understand you. Wait, why do I understand you?
Earl's going to say out to the rest. He's incooperating. He doesn't want to give us hope.
That's funny.
Okay, Jebediah's gonna walk back to the portal to like where everybody was like peek around the corner. Hey, are we leaving or what?
Just see
Hope is
Hope's
kind of dead.
mangled body, and impressed into his body is cold gold coins and a magic item. And you see the green dragon kind of resting his head just above him.
Huh.
Yeah, he's kind of dead, and we kind of need his body, I think.
But we kind of lost hope.
I see what you
Wait.
did there.
Wait, why does Hope have all that
Stoic
crap
cast-
with him?
Stoic casts another healing word on Hope. See what happens.
Okay.
How much would you say to the dragon?
How many times does he have to die still?
I just enjoy seeing Hope die.
I resurrect you, see you can die.
Again, Hope gets up and gets smashed to bits again.
Why do I remember that actions? Fuck that shit.
Does Hope actually get up?
He
I'll cast
opens
it
his
again and
eyes.
I'll cast it. I'll cast it and see. I'll continue casting it until he see if Hope learns to not actually sort of show any effects of coming round, and continues.
How many spell slots do you fucking have?
Yeah.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left if I need to.
I could always
anyone
come
got-
in. I could always come in and cast Healing Spirit and just leave it there for a couple minutes. It'll heal him every round.
Jane's going to prep healing words as well.
How about someone goes and get him? I'm too slow, and I will probably die.
Stoic, very cautiously approaches the dragon. Says, "I'd like to take him back."
That's a bad idea.
Okay. You speaking in the same language as he is, or
No, I'm speaking in Dwarven.
he just shakes his head at you, and he kind of just pulls the body closer to his horde.
Do you want? Sorry.
I reach out with my sort of left hand and sort of unstrap his belt pouch and drop his belt pouch, unstrap his backpack and drop his backpack on the dragon's hoard, and then start dragging away very cautiously, sort of seeing how the dragon will react. See if I can drag, once I've stripped him of his backpack and his money, whether I can take his body.
Okay. He watches you strip his belongings off of him, and he puts one claw on it. Takes his other claw, opens up the backpack with his massive tail and finger, and he starts peeking around in it.
Can I not do that?
You're fucking unconscious. Every time they heal you, he mauls you to death.
I do this. Why can I not do it?
You can do death saves if you want.
I want to do a death save.
Oh god damn it!
So
I try to heal myself because I have my ability to define death in the start of my turn. And I draw to use fast step 50 feet away from him and run out.
Oh, so you left the dwarf that was trying to save your mangled body right there in front of the pseudo dragon who was looking through your bag.
I was waiting on my death save. Just saying.
Okay, so the green dragon is wide-eyed, and then it just glares at Stoic.
You got this, Stoic.
So did the did Hope manage to get away then?
Yes.
Did he? Just a quick question. Did he provoke an attack of opportunity or anything like that?
No, he used
Gesundheit.
used far step.
What?
Okay.
So he's just looking you over.
All right, so I'm going to walk in. I'm going to cast Conjure Animals, and I'm going to send 8 CR 1/4 animals at him. Hopefully wolves, but I don't really care. Distract his ass with 8 things nipping at its heels.
It just kind
When
of
you
sees the wolves coming around, and it's more annoyed by their presence than anything.
Hey, Oral, you speak like dragon language, don't you?
Yeah, yes, I spoke to him.
Hey, how's my mic? Can you understand me?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you ask him what it wants for in return? Because like dragons are like not stupid, right? I mean,
think
maybe
it's
we
time
can
to
make
be
a deal.
pretty intelligent, yeah, pretty intelligent.
Yeah. Well, why don't we make a deal or something? I mean, maybe it wants something that we have.
Oral kind of shrugs, turns back to the dragon. Hey, buddy, what do you want in return from this tiefling ass?
What'd you say?
Oral is asking the dragon what he wants in return for Hope.
Well, it's the dwarf. It's the dwarf now. It's not Hope anymore. Hope's
I'm
gone.
away.
Yep. Hope's got out of there.
But let's be clear. The dragon might think that the wolves are nothing, but that is 8 animals that have advantage attacks on the damn thing. It may be death by 1,000 paper cuts, but it is still going to affect it more than I'll just ignore this shit.
But this is a dreamscape, and things don't work the way they should here.
Is that the case, Alex?
It's always been the case.
Yeah, I was going to say things never work the way so.
I mean, the wolves show up, and it just turns its head and breathes acid on them, and they all get melted.
I never said they would all attack from the same freaking angle. What kind of dumbass tactician do you think I am?
There's only 2 entrances.
Fine.
So it's sitting there, glaring at Stoic.
So it says, well, it seems that what I came here to do, I didn't need to do. So I'll just be going. He says, and runs away.
It just sniffs the bag, and it opens it up, and it grins, throws the bag into the corner, and goes to sleep.
What bad?
Your bag of holding, and your
What?
backpack.
Why are you losing my backpack?
Because he stripped you of shit to bargain with the dragon.
And that's why Happy Dragon.
He dumps all the gold coins that were in the bag of holding with like his 2 little fingers, and then throws it off to the side, then goes to sleep.
Holy shit. How much gold is that?
So I lost my gold because one person took all my stuff out of my character.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I do suicide. I attacked the fucking guy.
You attack the dragon.
Yeah, sure.
Is the portal still open? Because I think I don't want to be around for this.
Yeah, Jeb's leaving.
Okay, so you
Jane
all
would
run
also
back
leave.
in, and Glare it's surprised that you come back and you shoot it with Eldritch Blasts, I guess.
Now I demand to get my stuff back.
Can Earl try to grapple Hope and bring him through the gate?
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna go bad when I lose an item to 50,000 gold and my fucking gold.
Okay, he comes back, he starts yelling at the dragon, and the dragon is just watching you pull him away. Or you can make competing strength checks if you want.
25.
Fuck.
I hip check. I hip check whoever's trying to do the string check here. I'm gonna help Hope. Let's take this fucker down.
What?
Let's do it.
So, Jeb, how have you been?
I've been really well. I've been playing with the dire wolf, teaching it how to sit and heal.
Nice having a zoo, isn't it?
Well, I don't need a zoo. I just wanted a dire wolf.
Alright, it reaches over. You three are trying to pull each other off, like get Hope away and pull him back into the room. And the green dragon reaches its claw over, slams it on Hope, kind of separating the three of you. It pulls him over, and of course, him being unconscious now. He slams his other claw, ripping his body in half, and then just chomps it up and swallows it. And then
I'll turn into a bear and attack the dragon.
Oh my god, okay.
Earl is just like sitting there, like be funded by.
Oh, I will cast what is it? The wood armor, bark skin. Protect myself.
That's going to say.
All right, you transform into a. You cast Barkston on yourself, and you transform into a bear, and you start charging him.
Yep.
Yeah, Oral's going to be befriended after being knocked out and like knocked aside, and seeing everybody seemingly got like some madness to attack the dragon and be like, I guess I tried, but I knew so would have to die.
All right, anyone coming back to check on the bear roar, or did you guys just decided that the rest of you decided fighting dragons are not worth it?
No, actually, yeah, no. Jebediah is pretty sure fighting a dragon over a bag is not worth it.
Yeah, I kind of gave him all the warnings that I could have given him, saying like, yeah, you're really dying in the dreamscape. Like, if you die, you die, and it's not worth like risking your life over like some material. So I think I've done all I could, and like the rest is on him.
Yeah, Jane is normally a very good-hearted person, but if you're just going to throw yourself into a fire, she's not going to help you.
Stoic.
I don't know. I kind of like the Firbolg, but never mind.
How much?
I'll wait around. I'll wait around in the pardon.
No,
I'll wait around in the background and see if I can save the Firbolg once he's down.
I was asking, well, anyone that knows how much does a beer weight?
How much does a
bear-
bear weigh? About 500 to 700
Yeah.
pounds, depending
800
upon the
pounds,
gender.
something like that.
If it's a Kodiak bear, then it weighs close to a ton.
Okay.
I
no
assume
problem
you're
then.
turning into a black bear,
Brown.
brown bear. Yeah, so somewhere between 5 and maybe 750 pounds.
So you charge towards it, and
Oh.
it starts messing you up. Attacking
Well,
you
wait.
with its
Hold up. I charge towards it, but right as it starts to strike, I hidden step and run.
Okay, that's far too late for that.
How?
They have blind sense.
That's true. Okay. Well then, fuck it. Kill me.
You take 96 points of physical damage.
Well, I'm not
Split
quite,
between
I'm not quite dead.
slashing and piercing.
But doesn't he have to make a con save to see if he is dead because he takes more than half his damage? Something.
Yeah, that was
It would
massive
roll
damage.
through.
It would roll through from his bear hit points to his regular hit points, I believe.
But it would all be halved because he has bark skin.
No,
Okay,
that doesn't give half.
That's
No.
that's not how it works. But you have to do double my max hit points
Yeah.
in one round to actually kill me.
No, that's the auto, like pretty much the auto kill rule. There's a massive damage rule.
Okay,
If
That
you
only
do
takes
more
you to
than-
zero.
familiar with the massive damage rule.
Yeah, but he's already zero, so that doesn't make a difference, really.
That only takes you to zero. That doesn't that doesn't auto kill you.
No,
But-
the
All right,
I
so
keep having
hold
to
on.
explain this.
You guys, well, hold on. You did 96 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
So hold on.
That's-
I don't think you actually kill me. Hold on.
No, that's in the DMG. There's a massive rule variant. I think it's like 135 or something like that.
Yeah,
No.
I think
Yeah.
we checked it the other day, and if you already knocked the guy unconscious, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, if you take more than half your hit points in one hit damage, you have to make a con save or you die immediately because your body can't hold like the power.
Yeah, but that was
But
3
that was
attacks.
not one hit. That was
3 attacks.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, that
No,
was
and even then, it you can fall to zero, but you don't have to die with that. So if you're already unconscious, it doesn't matter what you roll in the save because none of the effects is going to affect you anyway because you're already unconscious.
That seems
Yeah.
like a weird rule because, like, at first level, like any hit from anything and you fall unconscious.
It's not auto. You get a Constitution save as well.
yeah.
DC
You get a
15.
con save. That's what I'm just saying.
Well, okay. What was the maximum of a single hit? Because, or is it per round? Is it per hit or per round?
That was per hit. So,
Okay. What was the maximum damage you did on a single hit?
Well, let me. And that was 7, 9, 13, 14, 22, 24, 25, 27, 29, 34, and then 41. So 41 is the strongest hit.
41 was the strongest hit. So that was not half my HP. Therefore, it did not trigger. However, I am unconscious. So there you go.
Okay. It then moves.
Stoic will cast Healing Word.
Okay. It then moves on top of him and stares into that stone ring hole.
Not again.
Okay, Stoic, you can go. if you want.
Stoic is watching, and he's readying another healing word for if the dragon downs the Fearbog now again.
Oh, sorry. The other healing word that you cast, that was after he moves. So before he used healing word on him, he moved on top of him, like guarding him.
Okay.
So are we adding a dwarf to the pile of carcasses?
No, it's a fireblock.
So it's
Oh,
one thing that's
sorry,
kind of weird to
my
you
bad.
guys
Who was?
is that while you guys are in the stone ring, it knows that it's looking around in there, and it's like it seems to know that something is in there, but it's looking at you guys like you're not there.
Jebediah is going to turn around and look into the dreamscape that he is now in and make sure that there's nothing sneaking up behind him.
The stone ring hasn't closed yet. You guys haven't closed it yet. So
Jebediah is going to holler, like he doesn't know if it's going to travel through the ring into the next to where the dragon's realm is, but he's going to holler. It's like, hey, you guys need to move your asses or we're all dead. Let's go.
It's just the five of you are in there now, and you're looking back into the room where Caradoc is.
Hey, buddy, how much do you want for this body?
He doesn't seem to hear you because
Got
you're on the outside of the stone ring. It just
Stoic goes in. Stoic goes into the room again. Says, shows a diamond, a little 300 gold piece diamond. He says, this is what I'd use to bring him back from the dead, but it's yours if I can take his body with us.
It growls at you, and it reaches down, takes the little diamond. Then it backs up.
It'll skittle it across the floor.
Yeah, he takes it and he examines it and he throws it to the side, and then he picks up Caradoc by his back, making sure not to pierce his body with his claws, and he flicks it to you.
Has he killed him outright?
No.
Okay, then I'll cast healing word on him. I'll drag him through into the stone circle and cast healing word on him.
Okay, the dragon you can see is snarling as it acid drips on the floor as the stone ring closes, and then the only thing that's left for the dragon is as soon as the stone ring closes, it's like, wait, now I don't sense anything, and it's confused and looks around, and then it just goes back to going to sleep.
Hey, you made a good deal there. Good job.
What deal? What happened?
So how many HP is that?
15. It depends whether I'm guessing my beacon of hope's gone down now, so it'll be. Let me just roll for it. $12.
Cool. All right, thanks.
All right.
What happened?
I got Caradoc back.
Okay, and Hope?
There's no hope.
Yeah.
God damn it, Hubby. God damn it. And so you all came through the stone ring?
I like so much.
I think all the rest of us.
I like so much how you pronounce my name. It's almost like if you were French.
I'm trying to do your name right. I'm really sorry. I try.
It's okay. You have to endure my faulty accent too, so.
Oh no, that's fine. That's charming.
Sorry. All right. So eventually, once the stone ring closes, everything kind of so yeah, once everything has like the stone ring has closed, suddenly the scenery changes. Stoic vanishes, and you guys are standing in the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. However, this is seemingly much older and brighter time, as this place is neatly clean, and there are, well, the atmosphere is definitely a lot happier than what you recognize. And you guys see many adventurers, you see bards playing in the area, and as you look around for your disappeared companion, you see Stoic actually just coming through the door. And he's looking around in amazement. Stoic, make me a wisdom saving throw.
27.
You are kind of amazed about the details of this place. You're pretty much unfazed by the dream. As you walk in, you're like, oh, this is actually mostly how I remember it. And you recognize this as the first time you ever, and like it doesn't feel like it's the same place, but you do kind of feel the familiarity and recognize the scene as your first time entering this place.
Mm-hmm.
But as quickly as the dream arrives, your recognition of it being a dream quickly causes it to return to normal, and you're just in this curved tunnel.
Well, so what are we gonna do about Hope?
I mean, I know certain. No, wait. I might not know that. Do we know if we can do anything about Hope?
He was bitten in half. That's beyond.
Oh yeah, he hit him 3 times. So the first hit knocked him out, and then the other 2 hits killed him.
It's beyond my abilities, and also I don't know if we've got the resources to bargain with the dragon. The dragon was pretty angry with Hope.
Is there a way to bring someone back that?
Yeah, isn't there like some sort of magic or something? Like I don't know shit about that, but isn't there like anything isn't that like in our contracts?
Yes. Was it in our contracts to bring them back if we can retrieve the body?
Oh, we have to bring the body?
I don't. It's easier to bring somebody back if you got the body. I think you need a wish or something similar if you don't.
It is my understanding.
There is a way, but it's very expensive. And not something that Pincus just has readily available.
A true resurrection spell would bring him back, but that's costly as all get out.
I don't know any of the words that you just said.
Plus 25,000 just to cast.
And you need someone that can cast.
Well, there is somebody.
Or can you, Jebediah, didn't you get like a wish or something? Can you not like wish him like alive and be here?
He'd probably just attack the dragon again.
And no, wish can't imitate any spells that are 9th level.
Oh. I wouldn't understand or know that, so. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying here. I'm trying. This is really unfortunate, and he kind of had a way out, and he didn't take it.
Well, that's kind of Jebediah's.
That's bullshit. I should death save, I should get out. Before my backpack was off. Doesn't matter. Anyway, when I lose my stuff, yeah. Fuck that shit.
All right. So what do you guys do? You're standing in this tunnel.
Is there another door?
Yeah, what's
Yes.
there in the tunnel?
Yeah,
I guess
the
we go
tunnel
through the door.
continues to another door.
I'm really wishing that Misha would be here.
Let's go to the next door.
Yeah.
Orlo's actually kind of singing this a bit in character.
No, you don't find anything, Jeb.
I guess we'll move ahead then.
No.
Maybe we come across, like, I mean, this is the dreamscape. In the dreamscape, a lot of things are possible. So maybe, there's a chance that we can actually, like, find a time turner or something, or travel back in time, or give the dragon something that he wants, so he makes.
Could you wish that his body was here? You may not be able to resurrect them, but if you can retrieve his body.
I don't know. I mean, of course I wouldn't know.
That'd be more of a transposition.
I mean, the only one that actually can wish for something is, as far as I know, Jib.
And that's who would be saying it too.
And I'm not exactly sure how the deck of many things works, but would everybody know that Jeb has a wish spell coming to him?
No.
That's what I thought.
Oh, but I thought because I was there, you kind of got
You
it.
saw him pull the card, but only he knows what he gets.
Never mind then. Forget what I said. I did not know that.
Yeah, so there would have been no, hey Jeb, use your wish to get the location of Hope's soul or anything like that, because nobody would have known.
Yeah, I get that. I didn't know that.
So you guys continue?
I'm your conscience.
Yeah, I guess the only thing that we can do is look for the next portal.
Has anyone tried to reason with a dragon?
You don't really reason with the dragon that you charge and, cast spells at and holler at.
Yeah, I know. You cannot reason with, like, the tiger when your head is already in its mouth or something. I know,
That's
but
actually a fairly poignant saying, Remus. I'm impressed.
yeah, I heard that from Misha. That's not mine.
There's always time to reason.
Maybe we can do it
a true resurrection spell can be cast on somebody that's been dead for 100 years, and you don't need the body.
But I don't have
It's
that
just
much
expensive
money.
as hell.
I don't have that kind of money.
Onwards?
Yes, onwards.
Okay.
All right. So you guys step into the next portal, and Jane is away from your presence. Jane, you are kind of whisked away, and as all of you are kind of just, you're actually standing like on this really high ledge. It kind of looks like a tunnel, but it's the same tunnels you've been walking in, but it looks like it's been like a really long, like as you look to your left, you see that there's this huge like pit that kind of looks like a theater, and you see like different lights and kind of pop up like spotlights, and you see like different various plays kind of like playing out, except in all the plays, Jane is kind of the star of them all. And she's going through these epic tales of saving princesses and slaying demons and dragons with her legendary sword that she's pulled out of the bottom of the sea. And Jane seems to be almost not only like enjoying her like spotlight, but also seeing like almost infatuated with it. Roll a wisdom save.
That is a 15.
Okay. So you eventually, all the spotlights kind of just go away, just kind of turn off and sprinkle away. And she's kind of on the stage by herself. And she's, it's kind of like the reverse role of holding the damsel, except she's holding the prince like she was the knight. And then she kind of snaps out of her trance, and the clothes, like the body inside the clothes, just turns to dust, and the clothes kind of just fall into the fall in your arms. And then,
As that happens, Jane will lift up the clothes and then do like a stage performance bow towards the party. And then
Remus claps.
That was really fun. I like it here.
So yeah, I told you the Dreamscape is not that bad. But then again, it can be bad.
yeah. So you start cheering. Like as soon as you do your your bow, like you just hear these voices kind of come up from the sides, and they're all cheering for you.
Oh, thank you. You're all much too kind. Jane says as she walks backwards up to where the party is, kind of bowing at the invisible people.
So you get up to the top, and it's basically like a backstage. There's these huge steps that you climb, and there's like a vine canopy to where like people, like you see like little sprites kind of handling like these flowers that they kind of flick and turn on and off. But as soon as you get to the top, like they disappear too.
Okay.
The far stone ring from all of you open up.
I guess go through it.
All right. You go through it, and it opens up to this wide expanse. And suddenly you're in this world that is no longer a cave, and it's just large open skies. I'll actually show an image of it. When I find it. Where is that? This is actually going to be... Okay, look into infinity. Whee! So you guys come out of this like building right there, and you look around and you see these huge crystalline like walls. You see other buildings. You're standing on soft grass. In front of you is where the elf is, and you see these like flowing rivers coming off the islands. You even see like this ship that seems to be like riding the wind. Smoke pillars, and of course everything you see here. And you even notice like there's a small community nearby as well. And the elf says, "Congratulations, though it appears that one of you didn't make it."
Yeah, about that. when we leave the dreamscape, his body will be there, right?
She shakes her head.
Shakes her head no or yes.
No.
So he's like dead?
Yeah, when you die here, you die in real life. I said that.
She says, I think you entered the dreamscape through meditation, which is a lot different than actually coming here. When you physically come here, you are physically part of the dreamscape.
Oh.
Many things that happen here can translate into the real world, which is unfortunately includes death.
Well, that's a bummer.
Well, welcome to the dreamscape. And she points you again to everything around you, and you see a lot of fey life. No need to make checks. There's a lot of stereotypical ones like gnomes and leprechauns. You even see a lot of like old-fashioned dwarves, like not even like hill dwarves anymore or mountain dwarves, like just straight up dwarves from like ancient history. Stereotypical dwarves, and they're forming this large community. You can see like little sprites kind of pushing the windmills.
Well, that's kind of cool.
And she says, she says we can go down there if you like, or I can send you home.
Well, I
Where
would
are
like
the-
to find the people that we were sent here for.
Yeah.
Are they down there?
They're in here somewhere.
Are they alive or dead? Do you know?
It'd be easier to tell if I knew their names.
Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. No, wait, that's
Well, you can always ask the locals. They're usually pretty timid about outsiders, so they might recognize them.
Hey, have you seen Misha?
Not for a very long time.
Huh. I bet she would have helped a lot with that.
Okay, so Jebediah would like to try to recall the names of the guy's son and his 5 apprentices, or was it 3?
No, okay, so well, I'll actually clarify that now. He was just saying that his son was having troubles that he needed to deal with, and that he is not here. It's just you're coming for the 5 apprentices.
Oh, okay. I thought we were coming for the son and the 5 apprentices. So Jebediah would try to recall the 5 apprentices' names if they were said.
Yeah. I don't really have a name. Oh, I have names for a few of them.
Okay, so their names are Bob, Joe, Billy, Jimmy, and Bubba.
Okay. They're all apparently humans. You've seen them before.
Bubba's an elf.
You've seen them before. One of them, 2 of them are. One's a dwarf fighter. Another is a human fighter. Remus has seen them before, as he saved their lives. And some of you have actually met the other 3, which is a dwarf wizard, a wood elf druid, and a half elf sorcerer. And they would have told you their names. And so you tell her, and she says, "Oh, well, it'll take me some time to divine them, but I can do so."
Don't worry, I believe in you, Jane says as she gives her a bardic inspiration.
And what is... Oh, she doesn't remember her name, so maybe we can give her a name. Like, I don't know.
Bubba.
No. How about freaking Lucia? That's like light, you know? I don't know why I know this, but Sandra told me. Lucia.
Okay, so what is that short for? Luciofer?
I don't know,
And-
but so we can refer to her, like the
As
speaking
Bubba.
here.
God damn it. She
That's
says,
can't help
I
it.
I
don't-
go for Luke.
she says, I'll take you to town and I'll send you back through the well if that's how you want to leave.
Uh, do we want to do that?
Yeah, we might as well wait around for her to find these 5 apprentices or to see if they're still alive.
All right, Lucia, we'll do this.
All right. She takes you to the small community. Again, mostly dwarves, leprechauns, and dwarves. A few sprites and pixies are flying around, doing some small stuff. The village is actually very small. Like if it wasn't for the fact that you could see everyone, you might believe that they're like the size of halflings. And even the windmills are like extraordinarily small.
Hmm.
Like Oral is considered a giant.
Wow.
And of course, Caradoc being an actual giant, they're like, "Oh, run away!" And they all like go into hiding.
I turn into a domestic cat.
Once
A
you turn,
giant domestic cat.
No, normal size domestic cat. But I am gonna swat at them if they're like Smurf size. I'm gonna be like, "Oh yay!"
yeah. So they definitely remain indoors as you like try to pat them. And she takes you to their, I guess to them would be a lake, but to her and yourselves, it's just looks like a fairly shallow well, though it has like a green shimmer kind of glancing off the surface. And she says, all you have to do is think of a watery location near your home, and it will send you there. Of course, after I finish the cantrip.
Nobody think of the toilet.
I mean, we have the lake that's besides the city.
Yeah, that's true.
And she casts a spell, and none of you recognize it immediately. And it starts to glow with the surface of whatever the like where the lake is. So it's like you see through the top of the lake
Yeah.
near Lumina, and you're not really sure where it is, but on like the very like far end, you see like a watchtower, and some. Then it's like got some Illumina flags flying.
Like it's okay.
And she says, "All you have to do is jump in."
Jane jumps in.
Let's
Okay.
do this.
Say, what about the 5 apprentices?
Well, all you have to do is all you have to do is find the spot again, and I'll be waiting here for you.
But we want the 5 apprentices. That's what we came for.
And she says, "You're free to stay here as well."
Okay, so just make sure I got this right. We come back to the same spot, and Jebediah is going to point into the pool there in our realm, if you will. We come back to that spot, and that will transport us back to here.
Yep.
I'm not getting it.
Or if one of you is, well, if one of you are, you're all casters, so well, most of you are.
No,
I can
have
teach
no
you the
idea.
spell to come back.
I'll gladly learn this spell from you.
All right. She says, "Do you speak Sylvan?"
I do not.
Well,
I
it's
do
gonna be a
speak
little more
Silva.
difficult. But she
I can
starts
learn. I speak Sylvan.
Okay. She says, "I'll teach all of you it just to keep things simple," and she teaches you a spell called Dream Well Bound.
What's it called? I didn't hear that.
Dream Well Bound.
Dream well done.
Is that a cantrip?
Yes, but it takes a minute to cast.
Okay.
And
Can you type that in the chat too,
You did.
please? Okay, never mind.
When it's
And-
cool.
what it does is you don't have to go to this any particular source of water, and when you cast the spell, it will open up the portal to this well, and then you can jump in from it.
Cool.
So it opens
Can we
up a
bring
portal
people
to-
with us?
She says, "I will be here, and if I don't trust, I would rather than have do the trial. But if you,
Well, not.
I was
I'm sorry. I misspoke. Can I bring my puppy back?
Oh, animals are okay.
Okay, cool. All right, so Jebediah will
Stoic, and she says it will take me about a week to find them through divination.
and we shall return to our employer and let him know that they are being looked for and that we should have an answer within a week.
I'm going to, upon returning, do a long rest and then head back to Talmric, and I'll just camp out in that area until the week is up.
Okay. Is that something you guys want to do? Like just wait and then come back?
Well, I can't wait a week. My horse is outside the cave, so I would
Yeah.
kind of.
I have Katoon too.
Yeah. So there's just Talmeric, Fury, and Katoom just kind of sitting there like, oh, okay.
I mean, Katoon kind of doesn't really need much care, but
Well, that's
still.
what I'm saying is I'm going there, so I'll care for the animals. I'm a freaking druid.
Well, if you can take care of Fury, that would be really great. And look after my. Is this carriage? No. How's it called? Oh, it's carriage. Yeah. If you can look after all that, that would be really, really great, and see if everything's still there.
Yeah, I'll commune with nature and take care of shit for a week, and y'all come back.
So you all want to keep going?
Is this like a postpone so that we can finish it on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't play on Sunday.
I can't either. I will be at NorwestCon.
No.
I can.
Oh, you lucky dog.
Well, no. Sunday. Well, Sunday depends on the time.
I'll have the. Well,
I would be able to go on.
I'll postpone it. But
I'm actually kind of getting tired.
Yeah, I will.
I was about to say I can't go on. I'm done for tonight.
I can't. Same here.
So, yeah, she says, well, in that case, feel free to return at any time. Again, a week, I will have your answers.
Cool.
Okay. So you guys jump through the well, and you come out, and you like are thrown upwards, upside down, and then you land in the water, and you have to like flip yourselves up to swim the shore. But
Where in the water? Oh no.
I'm not gonna fucking do that shit.
Um,
So you guys swim the shore.
Oh no. Do I land on water? Because then I'm gonna get hurt. Because I cannot fall into the water.
Oh yeah, you land on the water like it's solid surface. You're like
Exactly.
you got shot out, and you're like smack. Oh.
How much damage do I take?
You don't. Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
5-foot fall.
Okay. Everyone is like all safe, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oral's kind of struggling for his life, but yeah.
So you guys head back to his shop and you tell him what happened. And he's kind of like astonished. He's like, bloody hell, what the hell did they get themselves in this time?
We didn't do it. I mean, we did it, but we didn't do it.
He says, well, he gives Caradoc his +1 ironwood scimitar. He says, I got it made for you when you gave me all that stuff.
And Jebediah will explain to him what's going on with the dreamscape and the fact that his 5 apprentices need to be divined for to see if they are still alive and if their bodies still exist. And we'll explain that they somehow entered into a dreamscape and we could not find them, but we do have a friendly creature on the inside that is going to be trying to find them, and it'll take about a week.
He says, well, that's better than anything I had running for me, so there's that. Oh, well, I don't know what I got you guys sucked into, but seems like a glorious adventure nonetheless.
That's one way of putting it. We lost hope.
Who's that?
The tiefling that was with us is no more.
The one that was scrambling from the morning before.
Well, sorry for your loss then.
And Jebediah will go find Tim and the pup and just kind of, I guess, hang out and chill with them for a while. Realize that life can be short. Very short for an adventurer.
Remus will try to bring his horse back to Illumina. His horse and his carriage and stuff, because they don't have to stand around for a week.
Yeah, it takes you, 3 days to get there and back.
Yeah.
And with that is actually going to take, so it's going to be 5 days in total. You're all going to gain 1 XP, and of course your 100 gold that you aren't. And tomorrow will be, not tomorrow, but the next time we run this, you will be in for hopefully much greater rewards.
God damn it, and this is where I can't play.
Yeah, with without the dragons.
A much greater pain.
Much greater pain. Don't worry, if none of the original members will make it, I will try to select a different time on Discord or on Facebook, and we'll see what we can get.
That would be really cool. Or if there's any way I can send him in as NPC or something. I don't know.
Because just going by the group's kind of thing, it seems like half of us couldn't make it, so there'd be the dwarf and I think the elf.
Oh no, I can't make it.
Oh. I was just going by what people were saying about earlier.
What time is he suggesting?
2 p.m. Sunday. But
do we want to have this off live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks, Charles, for watching. Your commentary is always appreciated. Thanks everyone for playing. Sorry, Hope, for mercilessly killing you. And I'll
thank you for DMing
in the next game.
Yes,
thank you. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex. It's always one hell of a wild ride.
That's it. That's the word right there. All right, I'm out.
It was just introductory.
Yeah.